Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Plays, and today we're taking out the F-86 Sabre. For those of you that were paying attention, there is something called Prairie Legends, which is going to be focused on the American fighter line in 3 different stages. You have a tier, I think it's 2 through 4, and then a tier 5 through 7 bracket, and then a tier 8 through 10 bracket for each of the 3 stages. I am currently in the 3rd stage, and the goal of this mission is to get aircraft damage. And we are taking out the F-86 because this is going to be going up against the most hit point pools, the largest hit point pools. And we can also pump out probably the most damage that you can get from an American fighter at least. Now, you'll notice that my build is a little bit different than I typically use on this. I usually would use a maneuverability build, but I have opted to go with a speed build. I'm kind of copying Kime Invictus here a little bit, but I also think that that makes this aircraft a little bit more interesting in its playstyle because we can do some pretty outlandish things with this aircraft now that we've gone for a focus on a speed build. And one of them is what you're seeing right here. I think I've always talked about how altitude fighters are really good at intercepting heavies, and it was a bit of a pain to go after things like an XF-90, and now I'm finding myself in much better positions to do something just like that at this tier. It was always a bit of a challenge. Let's get these guns on, take a little bit of time. And that is the human. Really want to put some major effort into him. You don't realize the hit points are gone until that happens. There we go. There's an F-86, low health. One down. What can we do here? Jawa, you're next. And there's the attacker from earlier. Can we save the P228? Yes, we can. Heading into the enemy zone. Burning that boost. Going after their P228. With the G-suit, we're able to maintain a decent level of maneuverability. We got a bit more of the zone. Here's the enemy F-86. We'll see what's going on with him. He clearly is not happy about what was going on. Oh, he lit us on fire. Good move, brother. We could not turn that off quick enough. And he lost an engine, it looks like. And he wasn't long for this world after that. Alright, the goal is going to be maintaining control of this center zone now so that we can give our guys a good spawning location. You can see the enemy is, or sorry, the friendlies are really starting to pool between the 2 zones, and if we can maintain that level of presence, it's really going to hurt the enemy for being able to counter us. Alright, I'm going to do something a little bit cheeky here, and I'm going to go after a bomber. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We are now in position. Trying to stay not above him. Oh, I thought we had him there. Now we have him. Heading back for the mid. Keep control of the zone. That's what we need to do here. P228. If we keep the heavies at bay, our bombers are going to run around fairly unimpugned. Oh, you get off of him. You leave Chad alone. And knocked out. Alright, who else do we have? This also puts us in an advantageous position to dive on people. Although I'm not in a hurry to sacrifice my altitude quite yet. Jawad, you win. Okay, try and bleed some speed here. Bring it back around on Honda. Honda's down. Next target. Come on, Fletcher. And there's the enemy F-86. Oh. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to burn in a straight line. Let him chase us if he wants. When you're on somebody is when you're most vulnerable, right? Let's look to see if he takes some damage here. He's trying really hard. He must be hammering his boost as well. He's got us on fire. We put it out. Not in the zone, not in the zone. Going for a slow off here. We managed to get around on him there. Might have been pneumatic assist that got us. Get it, get it, get it. We managed to get the command center, but we're gonna lose the airfield if I don't keep up on this. Boost. Slow down, boost, guns, and got him. Oh my goodness, what a fight. Alright, let's head for the middle and see if we can control this zone. We gotta maintain it. There's the Seahawk. He's going for the missile or the rocket drops. See if we can catch him on fire. Yep, pretty much a guarantee for the fire. That's one down. Guy was nearby. We're at a minor disadvantage here because I am not at full health. I should probably go grab some regen while I can. But here's a really juicy 215 here we need to take out. He's going to kill two of our allies if we're not careful. Tail gunner for one, forward guns for the other. He's done. Get some wrench while we can, come on. Alright. Alright. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see what we can do here. We got his wing. Throwing on the pneumatic assist. I don't know if he even realizes we're here. He's burning. Got him burned out. We captured another zone, but the bombers are over the airfield, so this might be short-lived. But we're not going to need to worry about anything respawning there. Because, obviously, there's no respawning. And there's only 3 aircraft left. Two of them are in front of me right now. The attacker is gone. There's the Jawa. Can I get him before this ends? I'm willing to bet no, but let's give it the old college try. Not quite. We let him get a free hit. Throw up the GG. Whew, and a speed build ends up winning a dogfight. Man, I'm sure we're not the only one that did that. He probably had something similar to a speed build as well, but we'll go over what I have, and you'll see I'm not even up to ultimate equipment on most of it. I only have ultimate on the G-suit. But she did pretty good for herself, and I've only recently specialized this aircraft, and I've been pretty happy with it so far. And obviously this is a lot of skills on a pilot, and we managed to get about 8K towards our 100,000 points we need for Prairie Heroes. And if I do get this Prairie Legends Prairie Heroes Part 3, I will grab 3 unique crates, which is always nice to grab because we are always hurting for mechanical parts, which is one of the reasons I haven't fully upgraded all of these pieces. Now, I will fully admit I kind of copy Kime Invictus here. I watch his videos, and sometimes he can make these planes do some pretty incredible things, and he has some non-standard builds. A lot of the build advice I give everybody is kind of the, let's make this as easy to fly as possible. It's going to kind of emphasize the strengths, put you at somewhat of an advantage in a lot of cases. But Keim actually went for some interesting setups here. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think he actually went for more of a survival build, and he might have even put on like engine armor and stuff, but it did make me think that maybe reinforced airframe wouldn't be such a bad idea. Reinforced airframe gives us a little bit more aircraft HP, therefore survivability. And on top of that, I did retain my original setup with a lightweight wing frame, and I was running the uprated engine prior to this, but much like what I did with the Masha, I decided to throw on the high-speed gas turbine as well, so that way I can get a little bit more out of the boost. And then of course the uprated engine will allow us to be able to maintain that velocity we gained from boosting. Now that's pretty much going to put us above our maximum thresholds for our airspeed when it comes to optimal maneuverability speed, so the G-suit just made sense, which allowed me to be able to get a little bit more maneuverability while at high speed. And as you can see here, we're getting like a plus 10% to that, so it feels pretty good, and it reminds me a lot of, you know, true life fighters, especially modern fighters, need to have a G-suit just to keep that pilot conscious in the seat when they're making high speed maneuvers. Because if you're going 500 plus miles an hour and you make a slight turn, it's going to have a drastic increase in the effects on the pilot. So granted, this is just some arcadey game, but it does kind of hit my mental cues of some semblance of realism, I guess. Anyways, besides that, consumables are going to be a standard load. You guys saw my engine's vulnerable on this platform, so it makes sense to throw on an engine restarter. And of course, these are my skills. Went with aerobatics, aerodynamics, engine guru 1, firefighter, marksman 1, and cruise flight. However, I am contemplating swapping out my marksman 2 and taking out possibly my cruise flight and throwing it into engine guru 2. That of course will leave us with an additional point to play with, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I might want to throw that, but there's some decent options out there I may consider. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.